What is going on, everyone? It is me, Mark from Mark's Tech. So as you guys know, my super unpopular video, I did get the iPhone XR. And many people didn't even watch that video all the way because for some reason people thought I was switching to it, but I wasn't. So this video, I want to do a little comparison against the Pixel 3a and the iPhone XR. So as we all know by now, the Pixel 3a is Google's budget answer to the flagship that they have, the Pixel 3, right? The 3a starts at a pretty nice price of $399. Now in other countries like in India, the price is really expensive, so it may not be a good deal to buy the 3a in India or countries alike. But in the United States, $399 for a smartphone that can do what it can do is a super good deal. Now it has 64 gigs and 64 gigs only, so if you are a heavy user, it may not be enough. But if you're the casual user and you use Google Photos to back up your photos and your videos, 64 gigs is plenty. In fact, I have like 15 or 20 gigs left over, so even for me, it's pretty good. Now, on the other hand, Apple's vision of budget isn't even really budget. This thing starts at $750, which is the same price, might I add, as the OnePlus 7 Pro, maxed out, like 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gig of storage, boom, 90 hertz refresh rate, $750. This is $750 as well, and it doesn't have any of that, like at all. It's crazy. Oh my God. But to be fair, budget is a relative term. So if Apple's XS and XS Max start out at over $1,000, $750 is considered budget. But I don't care. It's still expensive. Now in the box, the Google Pixel 3a does come with a charger, an 18-watt charger, and a cable. That's it. iPhone, on the other hand, comes with a scrawny 5-watt charger. And it comes with headphones, which are lightning headphones, but at least it comes with headphones. The Pixel 3a doesn't, but at least it has a headphone jack. Now listen, I have to admit, I'm sorry Android fans, I have to admit, if you compare these two phones, the iPhone XR does look and feel better. The glass back, the popping colors, it just makes the phone look and feel really good. It just looks professional, it looks excellent. It's the Mona Lisa, okay? The glass does add some weight, so it does come in at a chunky 194 grams. Damn, that's fat. Meanwhile, the Pixel 3a does have a polycarbonate back, which many love and many hate. Personally, I love it. That's less worries for cracks, less worries for damage. I like it. I like the plastic back. Now, this downside also does have a plus side. Since I'm a scientist, I can conclude that plastic does weigh less than glass. So the Pixel 3a does weigh a lot less. It comes in at a measly 147 grams. That is, in today's standard at least, super light. Just for comparison, the OnePlus 7 Pro is 210 grams. And again, it has a headphone jack. I mean, I don't use it. I don't really care for it. I got the 2nd gen AirPods. I got the Galaxy Buds, as you guys see right there. So personally, I don't really care for a headphone jack, but hey, I know many of you do, and that's fine. That's fine. That's why it has it. It has a headphone jack. Boom. Now, both phones feel excellent, okay? They just both feel good. This is nice, and I mean, this feels like a toy, but a very good toy. This feels like I'm not scared of this, that this will fall. I'm not scared of it. I'm not. You gotta face your fears. It feels good. It feels good in the hands. The iPhone, it feels like if I drop this, I'm going to be coughing up a liver for some cash to get it replaced. But hey, it looks nice though. I mean, really, that red does look pretty poppin', man. I like it. I like it. It's a nice phone. I can't say it's ugly. Now the front of it is ugly because of this. This actually looks like my hairline. Oh my God, it really does. Since the Pixel 3a is cutting some corners, it's cheating. It's cheating. It is cutting some corners. It doesn't have an IP rating. It doesn't have wireless charging, no SD card, or yeah, extension like what? Oh my, no SD card support to extend your storage. That took me way too long to think of. Oh my God. So if those are your main concerns, the Pixel 3a is not for you. Now, picking up the iPhone, this does have everything that I just mentioned that the Pixel doesn't accept. This also doesn't have SD card support. It does have wireless charging and it's IP certified. So for those of you that love to swim with your phones, this is good. The iPhone will do it. The Pixel 3a, unfortunately, will not. It could handle some rain. I've had it in rain before, so, you know, I personally don't care. I mean, I've owned smartphones for 11 years, and not once did I, say to myself, I really wish I can go underwater with this phone. So it's not for all, but it's for some. Now, in terms of cameras, both of these keep it nice and simple. In a world with 3 to 5 to 100 cameras on a phone, the Pixel 3a and the 10R keep it nice and simple. They are gentlemen in suits. They only need one. They're like, no, we don't need 5. What are you doing? Or do you work for the CIA? Why do you need 5 cameras on a phone? They keep it nice and simple. One camera, one and done, boom. But don't let that fool you. Don't let it fool you. Both of these phones take insane good images. They all come down to personal preference, literally. They pretty much come down to personal preference. In video though, the iPhone does win by a mile. The iPhone does record 4K 60. It just looks better. It has that super HDR or whatever it's called. Who cares? It looks insane, okay? No one cares what it's called, but it looks insane. That's all I gotta say. In video, I think iPhone is pretty much number one, or at least tied to number one. So Apple has always been good at video. But in photo, the Pixel does, the Pixel doesn't win against the iPhone. It, obliterates the iPhone. Quite literally speaking, it murders the iPhone, it covers up the evidence, and it runs away and then calls the cops and then blames it on someone else, pretty much. Google's software is out of this world. Man, every single person who has taken a photo on the Pixel, I never hear one of them say, oh, that looks ugly. Never, not gonna happen. The Pixel 3a with its Google software, it takes stunning photos 100%. It has really cool things like motion autofocus. So if you're recording someone who can't really stand still and you're tired of moving your phone, you can just click on their face, boom, and then your phone's gonna be following them. It also has top shot. So if you're taking a selfie with your friend Bob and he won't stop blinking, you don't need to punch him in the face anymore. The phone will pick out, it's called top shot. So it's top shot. It's literally, the definition is in the name. It picks out the top shot. So whatever photo looks best out of the photo that you just took, it'll take a few photos before, a few photos after. It'll give you the best one. So boom, there you go. You can upload your picture with Bob to Instagram or Facebook, Twitter. I don't know your personal history. But that's not it. You guys thought I was done, didn't you? Nah. Listen, the Pixel 3a does have another little hidden trick up its sleeve. Now, obviously, it has, I just picked up the iPhone, don't kill me. It does have one camera. So telephoto pictures are obviously, well, there's no telephoto camera, but it does have something called super res zoom. And guess what? That's also, the definition is in the name. It's super resolution zoom. So you can zoom in pretty much all the way and still take a fantastic image. If you compare a zoomed in photo with the Pixel and a zoomed in photo with the iPhone, the Pixel definitely looks much better. And guess what? It doesn't even stop there. Google is just throwing things out there, man. The Pixel 3a does also have night mode. And well, just take a look at it. You can't even compare. The Pixel just kills off. It's pretty much the best camera in terms of night shots in North America. Night sight works even if you zoom in. So you can zoom in. You can use super res zoom and night sight together in perfect harmony. But you can also use the front camera to take a selfie using night sight as well. Apple is just, they're dreaming. Now on a side note, Apple does have, super HDR mode. For some people, some of them like it. It does increase the shadows a lot. So, it decreases the shadows. So it bumps up the information in the shadows. Sometimes it looks cool, sometimes it doesn't. Like in this shot right here, I actually much prefer the Pixel. I think shadows gives a photo a feeling of depth, kind of. So if you take away that, then the photo looks very flat. Like the iPhone, while, yeah, I agree, the shadows are gone pretty much. You can see every single bit of detail, but the photo looks very flat. It doesn't have any like 3D to it. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's all a matter of personal preference, but I personally, I like the Pixel better. just trying to keep it nice and honest. Now the Pixel does have the OLED display as opposed to the iPhone's LCD display. So you can expect the colors to be nice, bright, and vivid on the Pixel, and you can expect the blacks to be black. Like literally, the pixels are off, so it's literally showing you true blackness. Now I will admit the XR does have an LCD screen, as I said, but in Apple's defense, it is the best LCD screen that I have seen. It's a good display. You know, it's not 1080p. You know, Apple, what are you doing? You're selling a phone for $750, and it's not even 1080p. Like where do I hold on to before you bend me over? It just doesn't make any sense. Just put in, you guys clearly have 1080p panels. Do you not, Apple? Put in a 1080p into the XR, I swear. If the 11R does not have a 1080p screen, I will make fun of you for the rest of my life. All jokes aside, both panels look great, movies look great, games look great, everything looks great. We're all in perfect harmony. No one's killing anyone today. Let's keep it rolling. Now, when it comes to unlocking each phone, Apple does use Face ID, and the Pixel 3a does use the handy dandy fingerprint sensor on the back. I like them both equally. I mean, I got no complaints. You gotta pick both phones up to use them, you know. You can't use the iPhone laying down because Face ID doesn't read, and you can't use the Pixel 3 laying down because the fingerprint sensor is on the bottom side. So, you know, yeah, I wish that wasn't like it, but that's what it is. And, you know, but they work good. I can't complain. Now to move things over to the software side, listen, this video can be 3 hours long if I go in this deep. Just know this, the Pixel 3a does support 3 years of life expectancy pretty much, and the iPhone supports 5 years. So the iPhone will outlive pretty much every single Android phone on the market. So if you're the type of person to buy a phone once every 4 or 5 years, obviously get the iPhone. That's pretty simple. Both operating systems have their ups and downs. You know, if you don't customize your Android, you might as well get an iPhone. Meanwhile, if you have an iPhone and you miss customizations, like I do, go to Android. I've been using iPhone for 10 years. I went to Android and I fell in love. And right now, to be honest, I'm using the iPhone. I'm using the iPhone, and I already missed the Pixel. I gotta be honest. I need me some customizations, man. Like, look at this home screen. I'm pretty sure I've seen this like 10 years ago. Okay. Meanwhile, look at this home screen. Nice. You know, the icons are, you know, not blocking the background. You know, you can put the icons where you want. You can make hidden folders. It's just so nice. If you get bored, you can just do a different launcher. I can make this phone look like an iPhone if I want. Meanwhile, on Apple's operating system, if you don't like the way this looks, get used to it, buddy, because you're gonna be using it for quite a while. But again, each operating system has its ups and downs. So for example, on the Pixel, if you squeeze it, you'll activate Google Assistant. And this is the coolest thing of all, really. I can't even show you this because I'm not playing music, but I'll add it to this video. If you're listening to music and the Pixel 3a picks up that music in the background, it will automatically tell you what song is playing from the lock screen, man. You can be anywhere. You can be at the bar, at the club. You can be shopping for a pizza. And if there is a song playing over the intercom, you don't need to pull out your phone and ask, hey, Google. Okay, we're good. That didn't activate anything. What song is this? You don't need to say that because you just tap on the screen, boom, the song is right there. Mind blown. That is the coolest feature ever. And not only that, but it keeps a track of every song that it captured ever. So if you're like, oh, what song was that Tuesday morning? I forgot what it was called. You go back to Tuesday, boom, check out that song right there, good to go. But the iPhone does have some pretty cool conveniences as well, like AirDrop. AirDrop works with all your devices. You can pick multiple videos, photos, whatever you want. You can AirDrop them straight to the computer. I know Android has a workaround that, but with iPhone, you don't need to download anything. You don't need to, you literally don't need to do anything except click share. Pick your, iPhone or Apple device, I should say. Boom, sent. No problem. Takes like 5 seconds. Uncompressed, full resolution, good to go. And obviously, iMessage. Now, I know. Don't remind me. I know not everyone uses iMessage. I know most of my viewers from out of country, in different parts of the world, you guys don't use iMessage. I get it. I'm jealous. I don't like to use iMessage, but I'm forced to because it is really the only option to send high quality video, high quality photos. I mean, on iMessage, you can take like a 90-minute 4K video if you want, and you can send it over iMessage. Meanwhile, I think WhatsApp doesn't even allow you to send a video longer than a certain amount of like a file size, I think. But I'm not sure. Let me know. What was that? Let me know in the comment section below. But iMessage is cool. You got your games, you got your cool little screen effects. It's nice. Everyone has it. You don't know. I don't need to tell my friend Bob, hey, download WhatsApp. I gotta send you a video real quick. No. He has iMessage built in straight to his phone. I have iMessage built straight into my phone. I just send him the file. It's nice, it's convenient. Now, as far as battery life goes, I love battery life. I love me a phone with a fat battery. The iPhone XR beats the Pixel 3a without a problem. I mean, literally, I got 9 hours and 25 minutes of screen on time. Wow. So in conclusion, both phones I think are excellent for the person that's buying it. If you are an iPhone user and you're deep into the Apple ecosystem, listen, that's fine. If it works for you, if you like it, who am I to say don't buy it? Obviously buy it. But I think save your money. Do not get the XS, the XS Max. Get the iPhone XR. You're really not missing much, and you're actually getting a better battery, so that's a plus right there. Yeah, you don't have a telephoto camera, but let's be honest, I don't think anyone really takes telephoto pictures anymore. I think we all would much rather have an ultra wide, which none of these phones have. But their upcoming counterparts will have. The Pixel 4 and the iPhone 11 will have ultra wides, so can't wait. And if you're in the Android gang, the Pixel 3a is still my favorite phone. It really is my favorite phone. The Pixel 3a, it never let me down. Yes, it has a Snapdragon 670. Who cares, man? It does the job. I did a gaming test if you guys want to see that. It plays games super well. I mean, so does the iPhone XR, but that's to be expected. The Pixel 3a is a fantastic phone. I mean, the camera is class leading in the North America. It's a really good phone, and I highly recommend the Pixel 3a for anyone that wants to get into Android or is already in Android but wants a nice little budget phone. But that's about it, guys. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. If you liked the video, please press like. It helps me out greatly. And if you're new here, subscribe. And if you got this far, put a pie emoji instead of pizza. The other videos was pizza. Today is pie. Put a pie emoji if you got this far. Adios.